Alright, so for my last trip to Japan, I wanted to buy a gachapon a day as my souvenir for the trip. In case you don't know, a gachapon is like a toy collectible that's inside a plastic capsule that you usually get out of vending machines. They're usually around 200 to 500 yen, but they can go higher than that. But on average, I think they're usually around 200 to 500 yen. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so day one, I arrived pretty late and I didn't buy a gachapon, so I already failed this test, so thanks for watching. No, I got in pretty late, didn't have time to do anything, so didn't get a gachapon that day, but I do make up for it later on, and we'll get back to that later. Alright, so the next day, full day, I finally got a gachapon over at the fish market, and it's this guy right here. And it's pretty funny because I thought this was just like a Japanese character. My buddy who was there with me, he was like, no, that's an actual sea creature. I called him crazy, and no, he was right. It's actually, I have it saved here, I already forgot what it's called. It's called the Axolotyl. So Frank, if you're watching this, my bad, you're right. Alright, so the next day we were over in Odaiba. We were out there filming some camera review stuff. Odaiba is where they have like the Statue of Liberty and the giant Gundam. And I picked this up while I was over there. It's a pin that I got over at the station because we took the train to get over there. And it's this. If I remember, there's like 300 yen for this. And it's pretty cool because it's got a little TV station. It has Odaiba in the background. Oh, it says here in the back. That's a Fuji television building. That was over in Odaiba. But yeah, that was that day's gachapon. The next day we took off for Kyoto, and when we got there it was raining pretty much all day. We were staying indoors most of the time, and when we were inside Yodobashi Camera there were some capsule machines in there, and I picked this up. It's a takoyaki dish, octopus balls. This would have made more sense if I got it in Osaka because that's what they're more known for over there in Osaka, the takoyaki balls, but I got it over in Kyoto, which sucks a little bit because the next day we went to Osaka. In Osaka, I picked this up over in Dotonbori. We're hanging out over there, taking some street photography. And I got this guy. This is a little beaver? Platypus? Oh my, what the hell is this? It's either a platypus or a beaver. I think we're gonna go with platypus though. Took a photo of it on the bridge with the lights in the background. It actually came pretty cool. But yep, that was the gachapon for that day. And then next day we're back in Kyoto, and we were hanging out in Gion. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we were hanging out in that area, and I found this gachapon, and I thought this one was pretty cool. This is a owl, but this one lights up. I'm easily amazed apparently. But yeah, I thought this was pretty cool just because it lit up. It did something different from the other ones I've been buying. But yep, that was that one. The next day, we were back in Osaka, and I got this guy here. It's a little like Gundam bust that I had to put together. And this one lights up too. It has this little light thing. I thought this was pretty cool. It took me an hour to put this together. I don't think it should have taken me that long, but the directions were a little bit difficult to understand. There was a lot of tiny pieces too. It looks like it should be simple, but I had problems trying to figure it out. But either way, it still came out pretty cool. And this one was about like 500 yen too, which is, I'm not surprised about that price for this thing. It was definitely worth it for this one. Alright, next day back in Kyoto. Keep going back for Kyoto and Osaka. But I saw this gachapon machine that had the stationary stuff. My girlfriend's into the stationary things. And this one had a Tombow collection. And what came out of this one was this. It's like a little pen and ink set. For some reason I thought it was like a usable pen and ink set, but I don't know why it would be. But either way, it's still pretty cool. It's like a miniature version of the ones they actually sell. It's actually a keychain. Alright, so next day we were back in Tokyo. We were hanging out in Harajuku, and I saw this machine that had like refrigerators and dishwashers, and I thought it'd be cool to get an appliance. It was 500 yen, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. But what I got was this instead. I got a keychain, the Hoshizaki. It has a nice weight to it. It's pretty neat. Not what I wanted, but just to show you what was supposed to be in there. I think these are like all the options that could have been in there. Little water dispenser thing, a fryer. Yeah, there was like refrigerators and other stuff. But I got instead was this keychain. 500 yen. Let's not talk about that anymore. Next day, still in Tokyo, and I almost forgot to buy something till the end of the day, but luckily we were walking by a Don Quixote, and they had the gachapon machines outside, and I got this. This was a little zippy pouch bag thing. Nothing really special about it, but probably should use this to put all my coins in because I had all my coins just hanging out in my pocket and just falling out everywhere. Yeah, I should have did that, but I didn't because I'm smart. Alright, so next day I went over to Niigata and hung out over at the pier over there. They had machines out at the pier, and I got this thing. It's a little strawberry capsule. I thought like the capsule itself was good enough for me. But then inside you open this up and it has a little Sanrio character in here. This is My Melody, and it's pretty cool. I like the container more than the character itself. You know, I don't really care for the Sanrio characters. My girlfriend likes it though, so she'll probably be keeping these. I want to say this was like 400 yen. I don't think it was 500, but definitely wasn't 3 though. Either way, pretty cool. Our next day I was still in Niigata, and there's a lot of karaoke spots to go to, and I had to get something karaoke like, and I found a Joysound Gachapon machine over there, so I had to get something, and what I got was this little TV set here and little mics. I was actually worried about losing these pieces, so I put them back in the bag until I got home. Little mic stand, a little TV showing like a karaoke display on there. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. And I'm gonna put this back before I lose everything again. Oh no! Alright, next day I left Niigata and went over to Yamagata. There are not a lot of gachapon machines in Yamagata. At least not where I was staying. I was staying near the Yamagata station. Everywhere I walked, I couldn't find anything. I even went to the arcade and couldn't find anything. Usually the station has machines. This one didn't. But I luckily found one in a department store, and this is what I got. This is like a shell container, like a seashell thing here. You open it up, it's got like that, and then a little spot here where to put stuff in, which is, you know, it's pretty cool. I think this was pretty cheap too. It was only 300 yen. So yeah. Alright, so the next day I went to the mountains to climb up to a temple, and at the bottom of the mountains though, there was a little village, and there was no gachapons, but there was a vending machine at one of the restaurants, and what I got was this. It's a keychain of the store. It has a picture of the ramen that they sell. This has nothing to do with what I did. I didn't eat at this place. I just walked by, found a vending machine, and this is what I got. This was 500 yen too, so I'm not happy about this. But at least I got a gachapon that day, so it wasn't a total waste. The next day I went over to the Ginsan Onsen, which also known as the Spirited Away place, and there were no gachapon machines there, so I have nothing that day. I failed again. It's fine though, because the next day I bought 2 to make up for missing out a day. And first off, I got this over at the stores at Nakamise Street over by Sensoji Temple. I picked this up. It's supposed to be like a honey vinegar drink bottle, but that's pretty cool. It goes pretty well with my my takoyaki dish here. And while I was searching for food after the temple, I found this machine that had this little Shiba Inu stamp thing. I'm a little biased towards Shiba Inus, but I thought this was really super cool. Here it is, this little stamp thing. And I don't know if you can see what it says on there. Wanted to buy more of them, but I'm doing 1 gachapon a day, so I had to stick to my own rules. But these are the other ones I could have got though. So the next day I went to the largest gachapon store in the world, and I spent 10,000 yen on gachapon. And I did not buy my daily gachapon of the day there because I forgot about it. But I did remember later on, and I picked this up. This is a Pringles can with a Pringles chip. It's like a keychain thing. It's pretty cool. Here it is. Little Pringles can, little chip. But yeah, I'll be making a separate video about that 10,000 yen at the gachapon store. Either it's already posted up here, or still need to make it. So keep an eye out for it. My last full day in Japan, I picked this up while I was doing some shopping over in Shibuya, and it is a piggy bank. I don't know why I didn't open this yet. Let me actually open this. But yeah, here it is. Open it from the bottom. And here are the other ones I could have got. I got like the girliest one. But yeah, the whole gachapon is the capsule, I guess, itself. I do have a little bit Japanese yen here that I had left over, and put it in. That's cool. I don't care what you say. That's cool. Right, the next day I was headed home and I was doing some shopping at the airport, and I stopped by Traveler's Factory and I picked this up. They had a vending machine out front, and I got this while I was out there. So 300 yen for this. It's a little pin. I get a lot of travel journal stuff over there. I'm gonna call it gachapon even though it's a vending machine from the store. Alright, so the first day I didn't get a gachapon because I got there late, and I made up for it later on back in Tokyo. I picked this up when I was hanging out in Akihabara. This is a vacuum cleaner. This is only 400 yen, which is awesome. I'm surprised it's not 500. And yeah, it's a vacuum, the whole capsule. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. How do you open this up? There you go. I don't know how strong this is. let me get some something to clean up. Let's see. Alright, so I picked up some glitter for my girlfriend. Let's just go ahead and dump some of this out and see how well this thing works. Doesn't seem real strong. Oh, it is working. It's not very strong, like, so you know, but it's still pretty sweet. Alright, so 19 days, 1 gachapon a day, 19 gachapons in total. That's my souvenirs for this trip. Now as a bonus, every now and then I'd see a machine that was for like 18 and up, and I was really curious what's in these things, so I picked up 2 of them. I haven't opened either of them yet, so I actually don't know what's in here. We're gonna find out together what's in these. These are 500 yen each. I bought them from different machines, so let's just see what's in here. Let's just see what we got. The first one is, what is this? I think this is underwear. I don't know if I want to touch this. Are these clean? I assume, right? Because it still has a tag on it. Oh man. Yeah, that's some string underwear. We got underwear in the first one, so I'm just gonna leave that as that is. Alright, second one here. Hope for something better. What do we got here? Oh no, this looks like the same thing again. It's a different brand. They have different machines. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is underwear again. And I'm hoping these are clean. Yeah, that's this is some lacy underwear. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put these away. So yeah, 1 gachapon a day, 19 days. It was fun. Souvenirs are fun. Let's not talk about those again. But my favorite thing that I got, I would have to say the Piggy Bank, man. I just think it's cool. Like, you know what? Actually, I like this one too, man. The strawberry one, only because of the capsule. You know, I like a lot of them. All right, I like a lot. So yeah, that's my souvenir for the trip. 19 gachapons. I can't wait to go back and do this again. I'd do this again. This was fun, and be a little bit more cautious in what I buy. See.